It's time for soup. Soup time. Okay, let's see. Where were we? About to turn in a quest somewhere. Medrod.
Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman.
Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. Okay. There, buddy.
You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm gonna suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. And to see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me that she'd died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Tal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man?
If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can.
Aye, anything to ensure that we don't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again.
Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad.
Have I?
At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me.
Quest complete.
Nom nom. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folks are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths?
Okay.
Is quite the interesting excuse to go kill 3 animals, but okay. Jeez, where are we? Oh, are they all below? Oh. Do I want to drop down? Is there an easy way back up? Seems like a giant pain in the ass. I get out of here. Just play this way. Doable. You've already seen the disease? Ah, good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Well, truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike disease out from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments. I'll give them a gander. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Okay. Key items? That's not what I meant to do. I didn't want to help. I just wanted to grab the crystals. Where the fuck does that sound come from? What? Leave me be. know this quest. Ah. Yes. I'm slowly making my way through the MSQ. Again. One day that masked man will be mine. I wonder who it could be. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? These are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with a masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it? You've only done error once, but it's probably done this quest 5 times. You've done this quest 5 times? Why? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgor. Intentional, no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make you wonder. Was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic? There's been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? You'd start playing with folks, get to the mid-30s before scheduling would break down, you wouldn't play anymore. You know what? That tracks. The next dungeon is great. Ah, what is it? Is the next dungeon... I don't remember. Oh, is it the one... Wait, it's the one with the eyeball, isn't it? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to have seen that fiendish eyeball, isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Ugh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We gotta leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Unless you have forgotten it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Yeah, I believe that the first time I played, I also stalled around the mid-30s. The second time I got to the post patches of A Realm Reborn. And now I'm here. Paul, thanks for the well wishes. Have a good sleep. I do love me a good Stromboli. Got to patch camps and then dropped off. Yeah. I don't remember why I stalled there. I did though. You want a Stromboli? God, I think I've only had a Stromboli like once. But it does sound good. There's a place, we got a, recently we got like a flyer in the mail with coupons for like like an Italian sort of pizza place. But then we flipped it over and there were curry pizzas on it, which is interesting. But yeah, there were Strombolis and pictures of Strombolis, and it made me want a Stromboli. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? There you go. Use a dead person. Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any. Sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. To Gridania. Good evening to you, Horizontal. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Wow, isn't this a lovely button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Art is a noble quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? It's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be... Singul. Singled? How do you pronounce that name? Singuld. Singled. Singled. Over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. Jesus Christ. different quest. Whoops. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gudanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. You're taking me all over the place. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray, leave me to my thoughts. The sigil of the Dartoncourt family. How? How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face. Was it marred in any way? Oh, okay. I know what dungeon is next. I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Yeah, it's the Haunted Mansion. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartoncourts. During that time I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may as well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within their chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning,
but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century.
Hi, Mads. We're about to go to Hawk Manor.
Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience, until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended.
Yeah? Yeah, help me queue for Dunga so I don't get, like, giga shafted by queue time.
Lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done.
Ba 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 ba. Okay. Shoot. Wait. Hick. Bespoke cheeks. See you later, floating eyeballs. Dun dun. Okay, well, while I wait for Mads to get here, I'm gonna go get some more water because I have almost consumed all of the water in front of me. I will be right back. And we're back. Okay. Oh, Mads, you have to do this. Ugh. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, I can join voice.
Okay, hello.
Hello. Would you like to queue us up for the old hawk
I was
dinner?
waiting to get everything done because it's gonna be immediate.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen and I didn't want to, oh no. I've realized a small problem.
Which is?
I can't hear the game currently.
What?
It's a weird quirk of changing your audio source after you start the game.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I suppose that would be a problem. The Black
Yeah,
Shroud.
it's fine.
Oh, man.
Actually, I
do love me some spooky organ music.
Oh, wait, no, I can't change it. Alright. This is where we live now, I guess. Oh, wait, no, I can hear it. I just thought I couldn't. Okay. There we go.
You become a cat girl?
Yeah, I'm a cat girl.
I see.
Now I'm a cow cat girl.
Oh my god, you're right. Alright, you know this dungeon, right?
Probably. That's a heal button, right? Yeah, that's a heal button. Alright. I think we need to go in here. Yep. But I can't go first, because, I am not going first person.
Okay, that's not right.
I don't even get my fucking fairy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Low-ranking dungeons, you just kind of get shafted. It's like, what are your skills? No. I like that this creature is just called Heart.
Yep.
It's not very nice.
Oh boy. Alright, up there's the
Little
key.
slug boys. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of those Dark Souls creatures.
Yeah, the weird little ooze buddies.
Little ooze guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I love
The nice thing about Blue is it doesn't matter if I remember how this class works. I've only got 4 buttons.
it. Right. You don't even have all the buttons.
And
Oh my
don't
god,
worry.
I just realized the other DPS is also just a ninja.
Everyone's a ninja here. Was
are
it? No,
fighting
this one didn't have a thing. It's this room, I think.
Get in there, man.
Alright, so other reason to be in Voice for Hawkman. This is back when to get to certain parts of the dungeon, you have to return, which will take you to the beginning of the dungeon. And that's a mechanic you need to utilize. Most people, when they first do this alone and don't have anyone to tell them, end up running the whole way back.
You know what? I feel like I vaguely recall doing that.
Yes. So mad that I don't even get my fairy.
Yeah, that's tragic.
It does so much work for you, and then you just sit there like, cool, buddy.
I'm not
Thanks
sure.
for...
I'm not sure if I've played that class since they reworked it.
Not in line of sight. Oh my god. Okay.
I like that they're huge doors, but they're tiny keys.
Yeah. Big door, tiny key.
Big door, small key.
We've also got couch mold and the bat that lives in the attic.
This is an interesting array of mobs, I gotta say.
Sometimes
I wasn't
you're fighting
expecting the
sexy
mold
lady.
to fight us.
Well, sometimes it's also sexy ladies. And other stuff, as you'll see.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Okay. There he goes. It's motoring.
Sometimes we encounter toxicity, you know what? I can see that being a problem.
It does slow everyone down, but what I've seen more lately is people just being like, hey, have you run this before, or has it been a while? Because I don't think any other dungeon needs you to return, aside from this one.
That's, it's like, there's like a lot of, there's some games that have like kind of like weird, uses of mechanics. I remember I got stuck on a Legend of Zelda game once with on DS, because one of the central mechanics was, one puzzle you had to close your DS, and then open it again. Because you had to transfer a stamp from the top of your map to the bottom of your map, and they were on different screens.
Oh my god, that's like how there's a guide for how to evolve your alchemy. Yeah, alchemy.
Okay,
and
yes. That's not even the weirdest one, actually. Did you know that?
I know it's not.
Did you know that to evolve Inkay, you have to literally level up the Pokemon and then hold your actual Nintendo DS physically upside down?
Oh no!
Because that's what you gotta do for that one.
I guess.
You have to make the screens kiss. Yeah, literally.
Sometimes you just gotta make the screens kiss. You'll heal.
Okay, yes.
Whoop.
I feel like Pokemon had a lot, just had a lot of kind of weird mechanics. Like, every game had its, like, weird mechanic. The DS ones were especially weird, because that was when Nintendo was, like, especially kind of,
Because I think that was their first introduction of a gyroscope into the game.
Yeah. They had that was the first time they had a gyroscope, so they're just like, I mean, I'm sure we could do something cool with this. And I think like, I don't remember any other game ever utilizing the gyroscope at all.
Is it this one? It might be this one. Yeah, because we don't have the green kid. I didn't need to do that yet. Oh, congrats on not actually getting hit.
It is intensely amusing to me that the Upper Ninja turns into a backflip. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, if you love the backflip, you might also like Dragoon. You get a backflip, several front flips,
I mean, yeah,
and
I
then a
was
flip
gonna say,
so
Dragoon is
intense it makes
Dragoon
a
is just the
dragon.
jump class. I feel like I've always really liked Dragoons as like a concept of Final Fantasy games, like a feature of them. Nintendo DS era, I agree. There were so many weird games in that era that like, I just like only vaguely remember playing. I don't really want to hide these. I only vaguely remember playing them because I had one of those extremely, totally not legal R4 chips. So you could just download ROMs and then emulate them on the actual Nintendo DS.
Alright. This one, you jump off the... Oh, okay, they don't know to jump off the side. You can skip a bunch of these by just diving straight into the middle of everything.
For what it's worth, I always like the fact that Nintendo games always there to be a little bit like the actual like mechanics of the device you play. Did you ever think about how cheesy the GameCube was?
Nice.
Because I really like the like GameCube like attachment that you could attach like Game Boy cartridges to. And then there was like it's always Pokemon that always does like one weird thing per generation. Like they did the like how you get like Jirachi or whatever. Remember that was pretty cool. Yeah, the game is super weird. I mean, there are plenty of complaints to have about Pokemon games, but like, man, there certainly was like a kind of magic to them. It's like, imagine you're a child and like you discover how to like do. I mean, okay, you say discover.
You're
by
the
which I
first
mean,
person you know that like figures out organically how to do a thing.
or like shit.
Oh, it's okay, you buffed
Just like figures out it summons a rabbit on my head. Is that what happens when you club him, Libra?
I think flubbing is the frog, but it might not be the frog.
Mine summons a bunny.
No, those are gonna... Okay.
Learn it now. So I don't know how much Pokemon you play. I suspect probably not as much as I did. I play it in the have you ever heard of how to get the Reggie trio in the original Gen 3?
No, because Gen 3 was when I was not playing.
Oh, it's extremely fucky. Like, I don't know who designed it, but it's like, it is literally like made like a pair of man or half gloves.
You should check equipment to see if any of them are upgrades for you.
I do. I mean, I don't really care if it's not for my class right now, though. Yeah. So just role-playing it, thanks, true role himbo. That's true. So, to get the Reggie trio, you have to literally, like, solve a cryptography puzzle. Like, it's in Braille, and you have to, like, essentially do the most fucking shit ever, which is, you get a Railord and a Relicanth, which are 2 different Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you have to put them in specific parts of your party, and then you, like, interact with an object, and it, like, opens 3, special chambers like on the world map that you have to go in person to like get, and each of them has their own puzzle that you have to solve. It's so crazy. And if you explain to somebody who had never experienced it before, they'd be like, what, like what the fuck? You put that in a children's game? Like this is like a photographer's thing. You did that because the game guide? Yeah, the game guide was like essential to like figuring it out. Like, it's very hard to figure out. That being said, I think it's actually really cool because it's like a small moment of like game and community kind of like interplay before the age of the internet, really. Like obviously the internet was a thing. It was decent enough to be used. There were like game facts that tell you like how to do it, not game facts safely. But they specifically put that puzzle into the game because of it's not creepypasta, but the theories about like how to get Mew in the like truck in Gen 1, you know?
Oh. Yeah,
basically they saw that and they were like, oh, that's cool, maybe we should do something like really weird and fucky like that, so they did that for Gen 3, which I think was cool.
Because I remember getting Porygon.
Yeah.
It was like there was a specific edge of coast that you were supposed to walk on, and I don't know if it actually worked or if I just got the like RNG. Also, you're right, this tank is just role-playing as a hippo. They walk directly past 3 skeletons.
Ooh,
and
piece
went
of
to
candy.
the corner with the key in it.
You know, I kind of miss game guides. Like, obviously, I'm an adult, I don't really need them anymore, but it's kind of cool to have a book that just tells you all the stuff you might miss.
I had one for Kingdom Hearts, which, in hindsight, yes, that made Kingdom Hearts a much better game to play.
God.
But,
you know, I never played the original Kingdom Hearts. I only played 358/2 for the Nintendo DS.
Okay, well, I guess I'll meet you guys over there.
Wait, how do you return again?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You just didn't
I wasn't
walk
paying attention.
over the bit of collapse. You'll see. I'm standing here at the door.
Okay, I see.
There was a bit of collapsed, like.
So I had that. I had that.
Wait.
What?
They're going. They're going over here. Oh god. Well, they'll get teleported. You get teleported in. It's fine. And it is, I believe, the Jester Curse. Oh god, maybe this is old enough that you don't get teleported in. Oh god. This is old enough that you don't get teleported in. It's fine. Oh, there they go.
This other ninja and I are competing. It's actually really satisfying.
It kind of is. I think you might have slightly more cooldown. Oh.
So I might have slightly more cooldown.
Yeah. Yes. This is the part where you want to return.
Okay.
I'm just passing on everything. Now we go
Ah, I see.
upstairs. But we should wait until
We should wait for her one.
well, I mean the tank for one, yes. Uh-oh. Oh no. Did they not know to return?
That's okay. We can wait.
Oh, I think, yeah, they didn't know. Oh, there we go. Hank's got them. The problem is if they don't have return on a cooldown bar. Or
How can you
action
not
bar.
have teleport / return on a cooldown bar? It's like half of what I do in this game.
Look, when they say pray return to the waking sands, you pray return to go to the waking sands.
Pray return to the waking sands. Listen, that's what my Vesper Bay Aetherite tickets are for.
Here, let me do a hula dance for you. Once it's summer again, you too can get the hula dance.
The hula dance. Nice, nice.
This is the only dance I have on my bars.
Oh.
Hmm?
They didn't used to give you those tickets, right? They were added after Heavensward, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember when they were added. I don't know if they were in when I last was here, and if they were, I 100% forgot about them or didn't realize I got them. But I'm fairly certain that I played like right before they added them.
Yeah.
Because I remember complaining a
Because
lot about having to
I
check
got
them.
them.
You got them?
No. No, I didn't get them, so they must have been added in Stormblood. I mean, we don't actually have to wait.
I mean,
We should, because it's polite, but...
true. No being surprised about them last time. Yeah, I was surprised because I was just kind of rushing through everything, and then Trish was like, "You know, you have like Aetherite tickets," and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh. Wait,
Is he going?
where'd our tank go? Oh,
Is he going? Wait,
he's
where'd he go?
gone.
Oh, there he's here.
Okay, no.
I think he's
Just
doing
running
laps.
around. Yeah. You know, you gotta stay warmed up. You gotta keep moving. Oh, one thing I can teach you about Final Fantasy. Well, they picked up a tiny key. We don't
my
need
God.
this anymore.
What's going on over there?
All right, so look down towards the ground. and look at the
Okay.
circle at your feet.
at the
If you
circle
or
at your
anyone that you have selected.
Oh.
All right, so you see how there's like a very frontmost arrow,
Yes.
and then there's two like off to either side. Bosses also get those, including one behind. And if you're in the space between the two behind, like at a degree behind them between those, but with the back one in the middle, you're at the back. If they don't have those arrows at all, it means all of them is the back, which will be important for when you get directionals. Oh, there you go.
Aha!
We did it! We got it! Yay! Alright,
Now,
let's
now we
fucking
can
go.
go.
And still, this is a shorter dungeon than any of the ones that Dan has run.
That dungeon was so funny. The one that Dan ran and he was just like, ah, this tank is gonna kill me. That's like the thing is like on one hand there is like something to be said about like playing the game like WoW Classic, reliving like what classic MMO experience is like and all the sort of community and stuff. But there's also something to be said about not having to interact with people so strictly.
Mr. Eyeball and sexy vampire lady.
Yeah, we woke her up. Okay, so this one's gonna have lamps in the corners. I will be doing my best to turn lamps off. But, ooh, it canceled wildfire. Nice job. Wait a second, there aren't enough people in here. Alright.
So should I be targeting also?
You run up to a lamp and you interact with it to right-click to interact with it and turn it off.
Ah. And we want all the lamps off.
Yes. Because lamps deal AoE damage over the whole room. They will in fact keep coming back up. And they can interrupt you interacting.
Wait, that's annoying as shit.
Yes. Just keep doing this way. Oh, fuck. Well, it's fine. You just need the DPS around.
Like somebody said, that's like, yeah?
I believe in y'all. Nice, nice, nice.
If this is the outcome of her dark magic at work, she's kind of hot. I was literally just thinking that. I was like, you know, she may have murdered a lot of people and mutilated their bodies, and it's all horrific and all, but like, it did kind of work. Like, they didn't lie.
She was kind of hot.
I mean,
Not gonna lie.
like, we're not gonna like overlook it, right? It's come on. All right, that was fun. That felt like a Dungo.
Yeah. And I got one recommendation.
Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. Ew. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life.
I'm sure they're not supposed to sound like that, but, you know.
It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire 1 crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Idolin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course.
Hey.
Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you.
Womp.
You greet
And
on
he was
everything
just like,
because you're
okay,
a monster.
bye.
Farewell to you, bringer of the light.
I just kind of pass on stuff because I don't want to deal with inventory management.
That's
It's
fair.
all just garbage.
I will say, you do want the irregular tomestones of lore because you can get a sweet ass jacket if you can manage to grab 100 of them before December 2nd.
Okay. But those don't come from these, do they? Unless you're
Alright, so, okay. Go to the duty finder.
Okay, duty finder. So. Yes. I'm in the duty finder.
Oh, right, you can't even see them. Once you hit level 50, there's gonna be ones that have little Moogle heads next to them.
Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, I vaguely remember something of this stuff. I remember farming for tombstones as like a thing you do.
Mm-hmm. This one is a special short-term event.
Ah. You get a cool jacket, you say. What kind of jacket?
You know the, is it Sukeban jackets?
Oh, a Sugabon jacket? Shit. Oh,
yeah,
no, I want
but
it.
with
Fuck.
Ifrit on the back.
Fuck. Oh, I haven't
And
hit level
flames
50?
on the sleeves.
Wait, how long do I have?
Until December 2nd, but you gotta get to level 50 first.
Fuck, that's so far away! Ah, boo.
Don't worry, it should come back at some point.
One thing you have to knock AR for, it feels like absolutely nothing happens to the entire story. I did kind of get that impression, really. There's a lot,
Yeah,
it feels,
it's definitely the setup for a hero and not any actual heroics.
it feels like a lot happens, but also not a lot happens. Oh god, Jesus. Level 50? That's hard.
Let's see, what are you at right now?
I'm at level 34.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
You have
it could
another
be
dungeon
worse.
coming up at level 32. It'll be Brayflock's Longstop. Nothing will happen in that entire dungeon. I don't know how to explain this, but nothing happens there.
Okay.
Oh, I am going to kick you from party
Alright, no problem.
because I think you run into some solo duties along the way.
I mean, yeah. A lot of MSQ you can't really be in a party for. But you know what?
And I'm gonna farm. You gotta
How many tombstones
tombstones.
do you have to farm?
Oh shit, 100.
And how many do you get from doing a thing?
If you do Praetorium, it has a 10 tombstone completion bonus. So just do Praetorium 10 times.
Hey, that's not too bad. Is there anything else, or is it just the jacket?
There's a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. What do we got at the itinerant Moogle? The Inferno jacket is the Sukeban jacket. A bunch of mounts.
Is there a way for me to
New
check this in
hairstyles.
game? Is there a way for me to
Yeah,
check this in game?
You need to be in a major city and then look for the itinerant Moogle. If you look on your map, it'll be the
Okay.
Moogle head.
Alright, well, I'll turn this quest in and then I'll see.
Yeah, I think here it's usually at the amphitheater.
Feels like AR stories you following around while an actual protagonist who you never see is doing a real Final Fantasy game. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what it is, though, right? Because like,
yeah, like the actual protagonists are the Scions, and you're just like this person that they've hired.
well, not even that. It's just like this is basically like the reboot of like the previous game where like stuff was happening.
Yeah.
So you're like 2 layers removed from like a hero for like the entirety of until you get to the end of A Realm Reborn. Like everybody's just like, good job, you did it, and you're like, I didn't do shit. Well, I don't know what you're applauding me for.
You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all.
Well, first of all, she was really hot.
So, she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond.
Wonder if you're gonna if they're gonna nuke the planet again at any point. Probably not. Just because like
I don't know. We gotta go to the moon.
Yeah, you gotta go to the moon to find out. I feel like you do it once. Like you can get away with it once, and then after that you can't really again. But then again, I guess they just released WoW Classic, so what the fuck do I know? Actually, they just released WoW Classic again, so what the fuck do I know?
Also, there is an outfit that I think total is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 15.
You know, I just realized
It's
though,
like 105.
Praetorium has like a $10 or a 10 coupon like completion bonus.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to run Praetorium 10 times. That's like an entire like day.
That's a day.
What the fuck?
Anyway, I'm gonna go run Praetorium. Bye.
Final Fantasy 14 Classic pre-AR. Oh my god. Yikes.
Jesus.
I think at least there was some charm to the original World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I don't think they want to bring back old AR.
I think I'm pretty sure they had like an interview with Yoshi P asking about that, and he was just like, no.
Oh yeah.
Why would I do that?
Happened, he was just like, what if I made more game instead?
He's like, why would you want that? What if you just played a different video game? You know you can do that, right? There are other video games out there.
Alright, run number 1 of Praetorium.
I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul.
Oh, we're hydrating.
I have also hydrated.
I actually did some extra hydrations there because I'm really thirsty. We had
Reading will do that to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say we had some Taco Bell, some Taco Baco.
Oh.
And
You got the bong bong.
it makes you so thirsty. There's so much sodium.
Looking at the nutrition facts is just like, I never should have looked here. Now I know exactly how much salt I'm ingesting.
Oh yeah, that's a place of despair. I never looked there.
I didn't even want to. Alright, Praetorium time. Enjoy your MSQ. I'll see you in 3 hours.
Alright, where's that itinerant moo-boo? I wonder if I can even check this stuff. You love some tacos, but not the bacos. I mean, the thing is that with how much like good sort of taco stuff there is here, sometimes you want a shitty baco, you know? This is a delivery Moogle. Not quite right. Where's the itinerant Moogle? My first head knife? What the fuck does that mean? We did a nice Mexican restaurant for you. You don't understand the Wantapaka? Yeah. There's no good way of explaining it. It's the kind of thing that's just like, I just want to eat some garbage. Matt, where's the itinerant Moogle here? I think it's near the 8th, right? Oh. That does actually vaguely make some sense. I feel like I vaguely recall something like that. Yes, I have approximate knowledge of many things. Oh, that looks like a Moogle. Aha! Ooh, it looks so good. A legendary Falcon of Rage. Are they adding any new species in the expansion? I think they're just filling in the
Bunny boys.
yeah.
That's
I
it.
was gonna say they're filling in the like other genders.
Yeah. There won't be any large lion ladies, sadly. Not yet. They're still working on
Oh,
it.
they're still working on that. Okay. So yeah, just the bunny boys then.
Yeah. The bunnies and lions can't wear helmets, so I don't know how we're breathing in space. Just gonna be out there vibing.
Okay. So you have to be level 50 for the itinerant movie stuff, right?
Yes. In order to run Praetorium to get this. Though, when you first run Praetorium, you will also get the tomestones.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's just a completion bonus.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But you said also that there's like bounties basically for doing specific
Yeah. Yeah, for other dungeons and stuff.
Is it the same? Is it also
It's-
10?
No, they all vary from like 3 to 7.
Okay.
And then
all right.
Praetorium alone
So
is 10.
so they're just like, please, for the love of God, keep playing Praetorium. You know, that's it. It's kind of a genius way to keep them going. It's like we know. But here
The
you go.
two big level 50, like no skipping cutscenes dungeons give you the most.
God, I imagine. Welcome back, Horizontal. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn to the Twelveswood? Oh, shit.
Yep.
2 of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Askians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the 3 nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. Okay. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Askians might exploit. Is it Askians or Asians?
Asians.
Asians. You don't think
Ass
you've ever
boys.
queued for Praetorium. Have you done a full group? Interesting. I remember doing it a handful of times. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the
But full 8
Asians might
people
exploit.
for Praetorium? Damn.
Yeah. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. What are you guys up to? Command strips? You've never stripped? You was rated as Ashians? I suppose that's also a valid reading. I just like that it's just this like framed picture of Y'shtola. Wrath of the Titan. Wait, this is a great skin cap.
Oh wait, you're coming up on Titan. I will help you with that once I'm out of Praetorium. Titan is your first trial.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in trash compactor. I just like this. Wrath of the Titan.
And it looks like the Titan is Y'shtola. Perfect.
It does. It looks like the Titan is Y'shtola.
Vanguard is just like, but have you seen Y'shtola? Do you understand?
I once ate
The
Y'shtola's pudding.
Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan.
Titan.
Our task will be to slay the primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor.
Man, the voice actors for Minfilia sounds so bored.
They
are
all
no
sound a
strangers
little
to the havoc
tired,
kobolds can wreak.
but not of like
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals,
Like, of
Leviathan and
existence.
Titan, chanced to converge
sound
upon
tired
a
of
seawall,
existence.
wreaking untold devastation.
I mean, I guess in a way that fits. Like, Y'shtola sounds fine, but Minfilia just like... she just sounds like... She's like, I hate this job.
There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Mervip
And then,
hired able to fend them off.
what's his face?
Yet it did not take long for
Bancred
the beast
slash,
tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals.
You were not
once more.
prepared. Sounds like he just phoned it in.
You
'Cause
are
he just-
not.
Prepared.
Yeah, he just gives the same performance, but like
Thankfully,
set to the
their
tune of
second coming was
Womanizer by
decidedly
Britney
short-lived.
Spears.
But that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom
That's
has
it. I
kept
wish
a
you would
watchful
stop
eye
talking
upon
to
the
me.
beast
I just
tribes,
want to
and
go.
the kobolds in particular, ever since.
Minfilia has to deal with all these nerds on a daily basis. She is done with it all. I mean, I suppose
that's
that's
Which
fair.
brings us to the
That's
matter
more than
at
fair.
hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
I remember this part of the MSQ.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome.
Why would the kobolds do this? Why would Slippery Gats do this?
The echo
Yeah.
will not avail you this
Slippery
time,
Gats
fear.
calls down
If you
his
are to
god
survive,
to murder
your steel must
everyone.
needs
Well,
speak
no, to
for you.
protect them actually.
No one would
because
think you a coward
people are
were you
terrible.
to decline.
I just realized that my earrings are on display.
Oh yeah,
So you will accept.
because your earrings aren't attached where ears on humans go.
I mean,
Thank
that
you.
is true.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that
Thanks,
of you,
Tancred.
Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies, tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward.
I always see like the leader types in these like games or stories like assigning duties, and I'm just like, this must be so exhausting. I'd be so tired trying to keep track of all this crap.
I mean,
Provision yourself for
maybe
the
they
journey.
have something like a passion
walk
planner,
in the
but
light
for
of the crystal.
fantasy world leadership.
I mean, yeah, Minfilia definitely doesn't have ADHD. I can tell you that much.
Minfilia secretly has dozens of planners, one in every drawer.
That would be one way of doing it, I suppose.
Just lists and everything, but her desk looks immaculate because she hides everything inside of it. Actually, no, that's what I want in life. I want ADHD Minfilia. Give me that, Yoshi P.
She's too put together. A planner for each person, and then a planner for the planners.
Yes.
You're getting dangerously close to how I actually organize things.
Or a list for all the planners. And the planners are all color coordinated with pens for each specific, like, type
Am I
of
winning
thing.
yet? I think I'm winning. But I
Is
don't think
anyone
I'll
ever winning?
I don't think I'll ever truly win until I get that Sukaban jacket.
Yeah. By the way, Chi, have you seen the Sukaban jacket?
Good to see you, Private Milk. The Scion sent word that you were on your way. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. The what? It's the like itinerant Moogle like item.
Mm-hmm. You gotta run Praetorium 10 times to get it.
A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogamoro. Orgrimmar?
Yes, Ogremar.
Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals, fodder for their fell primal. Mommy, sorry. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private Milk. Private Milk.
I can't stop laughing at it.
Right proud am I to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Horizontal personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagins and kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lominsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Damn Skippy, Stoll, tell them colonists. You did get that? Did you really run Praetorium that many times? Jesus. Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you choose your words with greater care, Lady Ishtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lominsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of aether further inland. The effects will be felt there in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private? Nods affirmatively. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the Kobold should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe. And I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The Company of Heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lanicea. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Dun 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 dun. What is this quest? Killer combinations. What are these quests? A pup no longer. Ah, Private Milk. Just the woman I was hoping to see. Your exploits of late have been the talk of Limsa. Don't let this puff your sails up too much, but I've heard some of the higher-ups saying that the Maelstrom would be lost at sea without you. But I suspect you're not the type to rest on your laurels. Nay, the tempest raging in your eyes tells me you're looking for new waters to navigate. Fortunately, we have just the place for people like you. Have you perchance heard of the Wolves' Den? Oh.
I'm for PvP!
I don't want to do PvP. Ow. Have you heard of PvP? I wish I hadn't.
There's some nice PvP gear. There's one that makes you look like, for ninja specifically, there's one that makes you look like Liquid Snake.
Of course.
It glows and everything.
Oh, of course. You know, Mega Low Crab implies the existence of Mega High Crab.
Yes. Or, just socially adjusted crab.
It also implies the existence of crabs.
Yeah, crabs exist. You can catch crabs when you fish.
Intriguing. Lay down your burdens, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find ye a lass or three. You gonna say something, Venture, or just keep staring? You wanna know about the Company of Heroes? Hell's price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more. Still, seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige ya. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Traktum was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Ha ha ha! So, you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do ya? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. It was a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took. And when he hit ya, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. I'm just a simple himbo now. Put my adventuring behind me. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. You're so damn desperate. Why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a mess by the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that and then we'll talk. Kill 10 rats and then bring me 3 bear arses. So be it.
Alright, I finally gotten to for whom do you fight? Stares back.
I mean, these are level 30 wharf rats. I can kind of see why people might not
Yeah.
taking care of them immediately. Jesus.
Can you imagine you walk outside of your house and there's just a giant rat staring at you, a 30 floating above its head, and you're just like, you know what?
I don't
Back
think so.
inside.
Yeah, like if you lived in a world where like you could see like, oh, the Rat King. Oh, I almost left. There you go. There's a little shadow thing for you. But yeah, like, imagine if you lived in a world where it was like normal to see like the power level of a creature, and then all of the rats are just like level 30. I would be like,
Not
what?
even all of the rats, just like
Just the ones
someone
in the
walks into
house.
your neighborhood and level 30 rats appear. You're just like, oh.
You don't like that? So the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venture. Save me the hassle of... Ah, never mind. What? You still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy. Kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. The rats have formed complex social structure. Oh no, the rats have invented monarchies. Soon they'll invent capitalism. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove what you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you'd need to be capable of slaying, say, Gubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand and look out, in case Gubu comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. So, his weakness is that he laughs like this. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! This title says Gubu Farmer. I didn't know Gubus had farms.
Yeah, they can farm. I think they
God.
primarily farm when you're not murdering them.
Man, we should just let the Gubus farm in peace. What the fuck?
They just hang out, grow moss, sometimes farm.
The wharf rats are members of the proletariat. You again? Then that Gubu that was harassing the millers is dead. Didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. Silver circlet. Steel salad. This looks really bad. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you Tractum, you in here drinking again? If you are that Gubu, it better be dead. Oh, it's Chief. You have me word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two with me trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her?
She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend?
Tell me, was it true? Was it Traktum who slew that Gubu, or was it you?
Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Traktum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus.
Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream. The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody halfwit.
What? See, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him.
That's the biggest load of Sahagin shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside, we'll learn the truth the Lominsan way. Traktum, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked.
Poor Traktum.
Quest accepted. He's like staring in horror.
Alright. You know the rules.
Don't even think about trying to kill me. That's cheating.
Alright, use your nicely sharpened knives on this rock. Only killing.
Alright, I admit it. I lied about beating the company heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson, honest I have.
Save your blubbering, Traktum. God, I should have known.
Mercy, please, I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folks I asked for work and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Casa del Sol, and it was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was the captain of the company heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you wouldn't believe me, so Look, his name is Weeskit, alright? Weeskit. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me, it's only fair.
Pathetic sniveling excuse for a man. Now that's a pirate ass looking man. Pardon. You wish to slay the Lord of Crags. We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa Lominsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in a Fritz hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus, was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him, but in the end, he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed.
Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan.
You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogamoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gageruju's estates, but perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our...
Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Please, Y'shtola, can you just accompany me for the rest of the main story quest?
Y'shtola's like, I don't have time to get your bare asses.
Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamoro.
That's the
Damn,
real
gotta
wrath.
find our own way.
This is the real
into
wrath
Ogamoro.
of the Titan. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations.
Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well.
Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa Lominsa hangs in the balance. So don't fuck this up for us.
Master Gageruju's request can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near these lands.
Never liked Limsa anyways. I like Limsa.
The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of it. I live for the hunt.
Slimy creature, you say? You like Gridania because it's easy to navigate? That is the one positive thing you can say about Gridania.
Yep.
It is easy to navigate.
That's like the only positive thing you can say about Gridania.
Do, 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 do.
Time for my favorite line. This was not my intention.
This was not my intention.
I was gonna say turn around in the other cities. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of, Limsa I can only really navigate because of the Aetherites.
Yep. I do like that when you're going through some areas, like, if it's a heavy crafting, gathering, questing time, you'll just see people fishing.
Yep.
Well, did you deal with the Nyx?
My God, I was literally, you could have seen me. You could have probably heard me.
He's like,
Let's-
no, I don't turn around when I'm on duty.
I only got the one eye. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way. You should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, Now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gigeruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gigeruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so Horizontal, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landenel at Camp Tranquil. But you mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventure, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do.
Just like... Sigh. A modest proposal. Think emoji. Are we gonna serve babies? Like, what do you want me to take from this title? Realistically.
I mean, it's that's what it is. They've given you a modest proposal.
There's nothing modest
I
about
mean,
this.
they could have called it a milk run, but then we would have made jokes about horizontal milk going on a milk run.
Nope. I go for milk and never come back.
No! You go for milk and then just buy a level up so you never come back.
Yep. Yeah, I leave to do this quest and then I just buy the skip.
Oh, you joined the fate that you don't need to do.
Bye. I will say there is something a little charming about if you just had to travel everywhere instead of teleporting everywhere. But I'm also glad they just let you teleport everywhere. Like, I'm sure when the game first launched, it was much more.
Yeah, when you
economical.
didn't have skip tickets, especially.
Do you require assistance, adventurer? Ah, so this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Horizontal. How fast does news travel? Does everybody have cell phones? The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. Steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. You seem to remember
Maybe
teleport
don't-
costing way more too? It might have done. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice.
I like how he's telling you this is definitely illegal, but you can do it, but it's definitely illegal.
Let me be
So-
clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company, in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Dito here being a rare exception. She looks so offended. Like, what the fuck?
I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. Oh,
She's just in the back like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
So, understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good Adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that
This cat girl is just looking between the two of you like, what the fuck? You know what? I'm just gonna smile and nod because I don't know what he's gonna do to me. Alright, see us.
Her mouth is just open, her jaw is just wide. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Horizontal. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Fuck you! I can take a turtle.
Lumbria, just die! Okay, thank you.
An egg.
Praetorium has finally ended. It wasn't even that fight stuck a long time, it was just the fucking cutscenes.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Alright, I am now at 27 irregular tombstones.
Oh wait, I still have to go get the egg? God damn it. I
Yeah.
just picked up the egg.
Yeah, because
before
you
it
have
showed
sneak.
up. I mean, you can't sneak after you're aggroed.
Oh, no. I couldn't remember if the egg was just there or not.
No, you interact with the egg and then the thing shows up and you have to
Oh,
fight it.
okay.
I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. There you go. Such bravery, such recklessness, that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uod Noon. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Horizontal.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some cake.
Okay. keeper there? Where?
So how goes your journey into the desert?
It's going.
Did you find any rivers?
No rivers yet.
Hmm.
Rivers in the desert. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Whiskit sends to me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you'll receive no aid from me. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battles, no mistake in that. And you did manage to obtain that adamantoise. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. I can't tell if he's drunk or rolling his R's. The Noon I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Noon. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood. Victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is, maybe I think he's rolling his R's. I think he's supposed to be doing the weird kitty cat thing. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. It's kind of weird though, my guy. Put that away. Children of the Sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Like, I'm sorry, are you a Thundercat? Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring to me his neck. Maybe he's Russian. Everybody's Russian.
Yeah.
Bring him to me. Use
God, I cannot wait until you get the Shadowbringers. You're gonna hear some accents and you're gonna be like, I can't, that accent can't be real, and then it will be, and you'll just... I think you're gonna not know how to feel about it. But in a good way. In a good way.
I see.
I don't remember how many... I don't think you have another Praetorium run before you get to Titan. Unfortunately.
To me or you?
You. You don't have another Titan run for me to do before you get to Praetorium.
I like how
Or
he's just
before
like...
you get to Titan.
I like how he's
Whoa.
just like... Use this spear to lure out the Amalja. What? And he's like, you'll figure it out. Just put it on the ground. It's like, I think I might have figured it out.
Well, yeah, you just killed a veteran. You monster.
Should have been better.
Oh my god. Do any of these give removal? Oh, containment bait S1T7 does. Wow. I can't believe the game is really like, just go help people that are just starting the game.
Have you considered helping?
Because, you get Moogle tomestones
Tell me
for,
about it.
doing Labyrinth of the Ancients, Circus Tower, and the World of Darkness Alliance raids.
Well, is our old nemesis dead? Here you go. It is a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Quest prompt. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with a company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Tasty. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the small creatures of the Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned. The blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well.
He's so positive.
So be it.
You know what's sad? It costs less to buy a mechanical keyboard that's Bluetooth enabled than it costs to like buy the Magic keyboard with case. I think like total price is what switches around like 30. The Iggy 68 is like one of the higher 65-ish% Bluetooth keyboards. And then if you buy basic keycaps, it's like another $100. They're around the same price. Oh wait, no. Hold on. The key is less. Even with switches and keycaps.
Leave me alone, worm!
Now you gotta fight Worm.
So be it. The line
I mean, if I were a worm, I would not let someone just come and kill me. Except you're lying away. Turn around. You have to place it again? No. Yeah. You just wait slightly to the side.
Why wasn't the ability activating?
It said you shouldn't kill a poor defenseless worm that did nothing to you. It does not
But I
deserve
must
it.
harvest it for its delicious meats. Worm.
Can't wait for you to hate this particular tiny capitalist when you finally meet him.
You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Here's some worm meat. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Horizontal. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Whiskit. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Whiskit's counsel. But hold on a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Is that so? The captain was always fond of this brandy wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Whiskit is a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards. Costa del Sol.
Casa del Ura? Casa del Ura.
Well met, Horizontal. Landon Allen Noon both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? My favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenar this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this vast ingredient. Brave Flox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls Dock and speak with Ozen Nazan. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where brave flocks and her people have made their home.
There's way more stuff between, like, alright, we gotta go fight Titan, and you actually fighting Titan than I remember.
Yeah.
I remembered that you got, like, slowed down a ton. But I couldn't remember why. What the fuck is this person wearing? This person is wearing a slime from, Dragon Quest with a little crown on its head. And then the ugliest clothing I've ever seen.
Yikes. What's the hurry, Venture? Something happened over at the Gavi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Farewell to the placeholder your ship has set to sea. Oh, wait. Hey. I know you guys. What a coincidence. I'm here for business. Ooh, ninjutsu. Horizontal, Wyatt, I did not even hear your footsteps as you approached. You are becoming more and more the shinobi with each day. Oboro has been waiting your turn. Please enter. Horizontal, it is clear from the manner in which you carry yourself that you have been most diligent in your training. But you are not the only one who has mastered the technique imparted to you. Behold, my Eorzean bow, perfect in balance and form. Now it is time for your next lesson. Watch carefully my hands, Horizontal. With this mudra, the shinobi can summon the energies of the earth, chi in our tongue. Etch its form in your mind, and I shall show you how to employ it in battle. Chi.
You placed it within your bars.
Yes. Chi,
Good.
or earth, marks the second mudra that you have learned. With this, you are ready to begin the next phase of your training. It is through the combination of mudra that you will find new techniques. The first technique I would impart to you is Raiton, lightning release. When heaven joins with earth, lightning will flash and thunder will roll. In other words, form the mudra 10 followed by Chi. Channel that energy forward, and bolts of lightning will surge from your hands to strike your foe. As this is a more formidable technique than the Fumo Shuriken you have wielded thus far, I have taken care to reinforce the Mokujin outside the storehouse. Strike it with Raiton, and I shall reserve. Very well. Now recall what I said during our first lesson. The techniques at your disposal are created not merely by which mudra you form, but also the order in which you combine them. When earth joins with heaven, the skies will rain fire and ash. In other words, Form their mudra chi followed by 10, and channel those energies forward, and searing hell's fire will engulf your foes. But be forewarned, these techniques require considerable exertion of your spirit. After performing one, you will observe that some time is required before your mind settles and you are able to wield another. Now, demonstrate Katon for me on the Mokujin over there. Splendid! Your grasp on fundamental mudra combination is firm, but knowing the how of the technique is only the beginning. You must also understand when to employ it. Chunin is our word for a shinobi who has attained full mastery of the two mudra techniques. Oh yeah, baby, we're going to the Chunin exams. In our tradition, when a student is deemed by his master to show such potential, she is led to a waterfall outside the village to conduct intense training. I cannot take you to Doma, of course, but my maps tell me of a place in Upper La Nasia that should suffice. Fool Falls. The name is less auspicious. The name is less than auspicious, but it will have to do. Meet me there and we shall proceed. Okay, well, we'll finish that later.
You just show up several days later. Sorry, I got, lost? Lost. Yeah.
I had stuff to do. Really important stuff. Tongue flaps of Wishkat be reaching ears of brave flocks. Uplanders come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beasts chased Gobby flock from homes. Gobby flock needs goodly Uplander give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Brave Fox's Longstop now accessible.
Oh. Alright. Friend list. Yes. Invite to party. Reflex is a long stop.
Walmart, you seem less than enthused about this.
I really hate Reflex's long stop. It's long for no really good reason.
Exciting.
And there's you know how in most dungeons you as players have control over things that happen? There's points in here where you just don't.
Oh. Exciting.
Look. But hey, good news, you're not the only one in a cutscene. And you're not the only Sprout! Is it this? Yeah, it's this way. Oh, right. You have to go up here, get the key. Okay. I'm so used to a DPS doing that I just assumed someone would get it.
Oh, it's an astrologian item.
I don't need it. You can take it if you want, though. Is it not up? It's not up there. It's up here. Ah, fuck wings. Alright, so it's gonna look like the tank doesn't have aggro properly. That's actually just how this part is supposed to go. I'm not even joking. Yeah, the spinning. Yeah, you just don't get directionals. Don't worry about them. But
Seems like
it doesn't make sense if you don't know what's happening. This part is gonna look like they're pulling everything. And it's because they have to. Wait, do I really not have... Look. Okay. And they've already... Okay. I ran out of mana for resurrection.
oh no.
So I
was
went to
wondering.
run back a little bit in case another one of you fell while I dropped aggro for everything. Okay, this one will have bubbles that you need to help people escape from. Also, the boss is going to change partway through.
That's not.
Ah, it's just like Monster Hunter.
I don't want to stand behind.
And it just flies away.
It leaves like a Monster Hunter.
Just like Monster Hunter.
But this isn't the Monster Hunter collab. That's a different thing.
Oh, I'm sure it is, yeah.
Oh, and that one, you can't heal after a certain point. You have to use Monster Hunter potions,
Of course.
of which you only get 10. But don't worry, I've only had to use all 10 once. Wonder how many people are learning Paladin for the new expansion. Because it's the quote-unquote expansion class. It's the one that you, as the player, play, or the like default main character plays in the trailer. So it's the canon class.
It's a good question. Probably a decent amount of people.
And some people just fucking Omni level. Looking at you, Jesse Cox.
Oh boy.
He just finished leveling every, like, combat class. Just all of them. Alright, for this one, it's gonna drop poison pools on the ground. You won't have to worry about it because you're not the tank, but you do not want it or you to be standing in those poison pools.
So don't stand in the fire.
Yes, except the fire is green.
MMO classic.
There it is, toxic mob. It does track you.
How dare you? Hey! You fuck!
Oh. Player combination? Oh, that's a tank.
God, I don't remember if I ever did this one. Okay, surely I had to have, right?
You had to because it's part of the MSQ.
I don't remember this dungeon at all.
Yep.
Good job, tank.
That was a pretty good fast run. And I got cool player commendations. Which means only the tank. The tank also got 2, I guess.
I was gonna say I gave mine to the tank because
I also gave mine to the tank. Looks at
I can't give it to you, so
Yeah, you can't give it to me. And who gives commendations?
whoever commends
to
the DPS is just kind of.
It's happened to me very occasionally playing Dragoon.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. You get the commendation for DPS if your tank and your healer are partied up together, right? Like
Yes. Or like I've gotten it in like Alliance or it's a Dragoon, and part of that is because people leave fast enough that like the tanks
You're
and
the only one
healers
left.
are
That's
just
so
be
fun.
gone. So then it's like, all right, I'll give it to the person that didn't die or died the least.
Go. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gabi Flog. I never know how the like gobos are supposed to sound. Flighty beast
I
was
think this is
tricksy,
about right.
but Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Thanks. Brayflock's happy gives tasty fresh Gabi treats to clever Uplander. Jesus, stinky sweet Gabi treat. Special make with secret Gabi arts. Goblin cheese. No party complete without Gabi Gouda. Brayflock's every say.
Cheese.
Yep. Goblin cheese.
Goblin cheese.
Wow, look at me. I'm beginning to look like a rogue.
You are.
I kind of like this. I like this top I'm wearing. It's good. Infantry. Yeah. Oh, all my shit matches now, except for my brace.
Don't worry, no one looks at those.
I don't even think you can see them past my my fucking thigh boots. Oh yes, that's right. We go here. Yeah, like this like weird thing tied to my back, like this like cloak sash sort of thing. And that's what I'm talking about. Looking like a proper swashbuckler now. Weird
Oh, it's like
high
tucked.
collar.
Yeah, it's like a
tucked
half
under
cape,
the
but tucked
pauldron.
under your belt.
Weird. What is going on here, actually? I don't know, but I'm here for it. It works. I gather you solved Brayflox is the old problem. Jeez. Oh, by the gods, that unholy stench. This is, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, it should be quite flavorful. How is it made? It's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use.
Oh.
You gonna be okay?
Just take the money and run.
You gonna say no? Bravo, Horizontal. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lamani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you, I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lamani my regards. I could.
Yep, you gotta go get wine.
I could walk.
The real question is, am I gonna change outfits for Titan? I think the
Sweat.
answer is yes.
Good. Sweat, grime, and blood. Aye, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. Paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. And there is also the unmistakable order of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Kagaruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Der Sweets and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. But perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wines, I suspect. You would be correct, my friend. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work. None can deny that it pays well. But you grow impatient, and Wisket must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Berglant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Oh boy. Love
Love to
asking
beg.
for help from rich people. What rank
From rich
amateur?
people and for rich people.
What rank amateur bottled this wine? The Imperials have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swill. What is it? I am in the middle of an important discussion. I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight!
That's not very nice. I take it he said no. Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say I'm surprised. Well, there's no denying his passion and skill. The wine baron of Limsa Lominsa is a man not known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years.
Wine seller, I am serving dinner and need your finest vintage. Adventurer, you cannot handle my finest vintage.
Which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vineyards of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves.
I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation.
But as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made.
You want a sommelier anime like Food Wars?
I mean, there's a lot of sommelier like manga / anime, just none quite as bombastic as Food Wars is. If we cannot convince Berglund to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and offer them every gil we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vineyards tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Who's this guy? Oh, is he over there?
I should probably follow you around so I can, like, fly you to things.
You can fly me to things?
Some things, yeah.
Oh, I see. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. Never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Shame. Bacchus wine? Don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primer blowing up my house. Wow. His house got exploded.
Yeah. And not just a primal, like the dragon god that lived in the moon.
No luck. Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogomoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. Oh, jeez. Are any of these actually useful? They're just stat high potions.
Not really. Not anymore.
Yeah, like, what were these used for?
They were used for at-level content.
Oh.
To, like, make it go faster, etc., etc.
I guess so. Alright. I'll just take the mind one. I think it can help me with, like, gathering.
I think so.
I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much amiss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet. Though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. Jesus. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritzskild can tell you where to find him. Oh, I just got a new skill. Wow, it's an AoE!
Gonna need that.
I'm sure I will. I just heard Philip's speaker go off.
Crunchy.
I may or may not be looking at an onion child wearing, like, a plaid shirt tied around their waist, ripped jeans, and the equivalent of Uggs.
What?
With a wool cap. God, I wish I could make this bigger. I'll take a screenshot.
Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? Aye, I tossed him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String. By the way, have you noticed anything weird about that barn over there? Sometimes I swear there's lightning that comes out. Oh, don't worry about that. That's nothing, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's just the lightning owls.
Can we just talk for a moment about how like they have that whole like hidden barn, but they still make you go outside to cast your ninja magic. Like,
and your neighbors all are just like, I do not see it.
I simply do not see it. I do not perceive it.
Don't worry, and 2 expansions at Stormblood, you'll get to go to where they're from.
Yay.
And then it'll just be like, oh, looks like the ninjas are out there again. Goes outside with coffee.
I tell you what, them ninjas, they're at it again. What do you want?
I didn't even read the text. Oh well.
Can't sleep. Won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go.
No. I really don't blame you.
Yeah.
But you also do live out here
In a swamp.
in the swamp. Whoa. Cool.
Oh, is this one of the ones that you don't have to go learn in order to be able to use?
Yeah.
Or maybe they took that out.
No, some of them you learn from the quests, but this one it's literally just one you get from leveling up. It's fun. All right, it's time to try lightning. Lightning.
That's gonna be your opener. Well,
open with
at least
the
until you get
lightning?
the last part. I mean, it could be an opener for now until you get your actual opener.
And fire. That one looks like an enemy.
I think it is. If you hover over them, it should tell you.
We'll figure that out.
Oh, unseasoned chicken is logged on.
I don't like that.
By the way, the entire guild has names like that.
No, I've noticed. I fit right in, actually.
You do. Adrian really liked your name, by the way.
So I've heard.
Just need my FC.
It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape with the others. No one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garland. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. Damn, that's fucked up, man. I wish to thank Shimani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him?
Last night at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready by now. I left out 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. The wars royally fucked you up, my guy.
A little bit.
Fuck off, I hate you. Palm wine. It has been some time, Horizontal. What news do you have of Drest? Here you go. Yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic yet nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I, 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. It is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Horizontal. By the gods, Horizontal, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual order. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to Sim and see what he remembers.
I know I just said that I was gonna go hang out with my friend more, but not right now. You do it.
This is all well and good, but even if we manage to revive the grapes, that's going to take so much more time than we have.
It really, really is. And I don't think they use magic. I vaguely remember what happens with this quest, and you're gonna be slightly angry about it, I feel. I definitely could have run Praetorium by now. I should probably go empty my bags.
Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubu tracks, though. Maybe one of the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gubers are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Alright, now go fight some gubus and take the things on their backs. This guru was a name.
That's how you know it's serious business.
Kind of fucked up to just like
roll up to a gubu and
roll up to a gubu, murder it for the rare plant on its back. Like it grew that itself. You're just stealing it. Also, yeah. It'd be extremely funny if you just did like a grape farming simulator for the next like 4 years in game time. Like Limsa's being destroyed and it's just like, where's the warrior? Where is the warrior of light? And it's like, y'all hear something?
No. The grapes are coming in well.
No, keep tending to the grapes. Oh, all right. The party is just like well over. It's just like, well, we got you the wine. Where were you? 4 years! What did Dress have to say, Horizontal? Tell me everything. I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now. Enough of this nonsense. I have heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and novice vintner could... Fuck off or I'm gonna stab you. 12 as my witness, it is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? Don't hand it over to him. I hate this guy. You would offer it to me? But why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Bergland. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft.
Real answer. I'm going to extort you later. I'm just not going to say it out loud.
Right? Captain just goes to Scions when you never return something to the secret anyway. They beat Titan without you. Yeah, right? I mean, like, someone would have to beat Titan. Like, I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Aerosail will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you need... Wait, the shape of this bottle, the scent of this label. This couldn't possibly be... Okay, this is much more normal than I thought it would be. 1547 Bacchus, but that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time, but now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be saviored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigoroju will find no finer wine. You will forever change Wineport, Horizontal. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. Oh, but do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Whisket. Alright. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. could walk. I brought the wine for the party. You brought one bottle? Yeah, everyone can have a thimble. Be the best damn. It's like communion. Be the best damn thimble you've ever had in your life. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. You sent me to get wine! So, what of the wine I asked you to bring? Brother, I got you a wine. What is that? 7 hells, 1547 Bacchus. Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, didn't think you had it in you. Congratulations, Horizontal. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Communion is not the best wine you will ever have. I mean, that is true. But it is a communion-sized serving.
I don't know if it's even communion-sized.
Who's to say? Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. Gooboo Sproutling has been known to attack kittens for no apparent reason. What the fuck, Gooboo? You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. Boy, do I. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. Beggars belief.
Y'shtola reading books and glaring at everyone. Y'all really did this.
You love Gooboo. You can fix them. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Someone would have died. Oh boy. Lady Y'shtola! Lady Milk! Wow. He went into a sliding dogeza. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. The look on my face.
I'm so disgusted.
Just like, what is this creature? Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did ya?
Yes,
Spare her
because
your
you did.
You did, you absolutely did. Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Horizontal has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, fair's fair. No sense hiding any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation but their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be god-slayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanton, she would be rejected without a second thought. There's something terrible about someone shouting Lady Milk. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventure into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Horizontal with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure, but tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Horizontal, however, is a kind and generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight by her side. Psh, cool. Riley Outlander is talented plansmaker. Trickshy foe for mighty Rockman.
I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Horizontal Milk, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea.
Alright, I think you're finally there.
With the formalities
I think
out
you're
of the way,
finally...
let the festivities begin. Summon the
Never
dancers,
mind.
pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Horizontal Milk, Titan's Bane.
Horizontal Milk, Titan's Bane.
Woo! Milk! But I think you're finally almost there.
I'm finally almost there. Bronze-skinned beauty. Congratulations, sweet one.
Unfortunately, yeah, this is gotta happen first.
Ooh, a feast. Wow, such a feast. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Where's the cutscene where my clothes fly off? When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Lominsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockburn with clever fight, he think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Ah, Horizontal, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landonel sends his regards. I don't know if he'll understand what that means.
I also don't think
You are a veteran of countless battles, Horizontal. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with the fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think.
You are kind to indulge them, Horizontal. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Wah wah.
You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lanasia. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable.
Are you looking for this box?
I'm looking for the last one.
I don't quite remember this, but yeah, I was gonna say open the map and zoom in on it.
Oh, he's up there. Greetings, lass. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman Aetherite, see? What's it that look for? Not familiar with him? He speaks of an unamplified Aetherite which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, horizontal. Oh, if it ain't the Charlayan last, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogomoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Give us a bit of credit, love. We ain't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know, you got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around. And it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugomoro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? Getting around to the city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an Aethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there weren't Aetherite shards in the depths of Ogomoro, you would have needed to attune yourself to them before you could identify the signatures within the life stream. That's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlayan bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right in the Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlayan scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherites in question happen to be... yes, but in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, but I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at that Aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle mind. We're so close. I can taste it.
I was gonna wait for you to get to Titan. I can wait. Actually, maybe I can't wait. It's 2:30.
Uh-oh. But it's like right there.
Hopefully you get there quickly.
I'm going as fast as I can.
I know.
Do this to me.
Oh, I mean, it's because the kobolds are tempered. They're being mind-controlled, so
Have they
I don't
tried?
know any better.
Have they tried not being mind controlled?
In fact, you'll see something soon. It'll make you sad eventually.
So, this is the Aetherite the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. It is as Papa Limo speculated. In its present state, this Aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Horizontal. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until time such as I do, you will be on your own. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation.
Wow, it's now accessible to naval.
Alright, let's fucking go. As soon as I add you to my party. No, not remove from friends. Invite to party.
Wow, rude.
Okay, the naval. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to uncheck Brayflox's long stop. Don't want to do that by accident. Commence. Don't you love these insta-cues?
So nice.
You too can have this if you're simply... Oh, well, no, you have to get to 50.
Look, an overdweller. Yes, an invader from above. She uses our aetherites against us.
She has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary. Trespasses, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly.
Brothers and sisters, fear her not. Her fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be first to face judgment, then Limsa Lominsa and her oath breakers, liars, betrayers, oath breakers.
Just play healer and then who cares about Qs? I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I will probably at some point level up, oh, Father, Great Father, Lord of Crags. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this so that not everybody's just stuck here, but...
Now you gotta wait for him to show up.
I was gonna say, I might level up some of the, other
The new one?
classes. Offspring. Yeah, look at this boy. Look at this chunky boy. Here he is!
Oh, yeah.
Overdweller, art thou death to their weeping? Thy vile kind covenant. Ah. Goddess. I see that our other party members, our other DPS is a good. Okay, how does this fight work?
Alright, you want to stand near the edge, but not in the red. And the arena's gonna get smaller and smaller. Also, try not to get knocked off because you cannot be brought back.
So you mean there's like actual mechanics I have to worry about?
Yes.
Oh.
You gotta hit Titan's turret.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, you got put in jail.
Oh, no! I hate jail!
Alright.
Oh! What the fuck?
There are in fact mechanics. What? Look. Good thing I can poison these rocks. Alright.
It's really funny when he dies. The Lord of Crags, Great Father Titan, has fallen! And he can't get up! Nope.
Should have used the life alert. It's true, the crystal is a life alert. And now you see how many life alerts you have left to collect.
Wow. Gotta catch them all. The crimes of the Overdweller shall never be forgiven. Oh, there they go. I forgot that this guy just like dies. I was like, who's this chunky boy? Oh. It is funny watching them do that in the canon. I feared I might arrive too late.
A little bit.
Okay, yeah. Because I thought I'm the only one left here.
Yep. Did you get a commendation? You did! Because you're the only one left.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
You received a player commendation. Wow, thanks, game. Forgot about these kobolds. Well, I'm gonna turn this in and go to bed.
Sounds good. I'm gonna do one more.
One praetorium.
Yeah. Just one. Just a singular praetorium.
I am relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step.
Oh, alright.
The
Kick from
world
party.
will have already
There we
reached
go.
Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that a representative of your order inform the High Command of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Horizontal. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. You can have some prate as a treat. Okay, and with that, it is time to end the stream. So I can go to sleep.
I should probably not be in this queue. It's only me and one other person.
Oh, yikes. Good night,
there are
thanks for
DPS.
hanging out.
Yeah. Good night, stream.